guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are here with another mukbang. As you can see in the background, the Halloween decorations are gone. I just got done cleaning the whole house, putting back up all the normal decorations that are only going to be up for another like 2 or so weeks, because I think I'm going to put up my Christmas decorations like halfway through November. So yeah. So I'm excited for that. I love Halloween and spooky season, but I'm so excited for Christmas. So I have some gin ramen, the spicy version. I think I've had this before. I can't remember because I have so many different ramen packs. Rude. And then I do have some pork and vegetable dumplings that I went ahead and just threw in here. They're right here. They're just like frozen ones that I got from H Mart. And then a Korean cheese dog, which I'm gonna go ahead and get into. I'm gonna get some spicy ketchup. Let's put it right there. Oh yeah, we have a Korean cheese dog, some spicy ketchup. That's good. Spoon too. Of course, in my electric pot to keep it warm. Yup. That was so good. Oh my god. I'm gonna take a sip. I have some peach tea and lemonade in here. So today I wanted to talk about, so I was watching Forensic Files, as I do all the time, and this one episode kind of stood out to me. Let's see if these are cooked all the way through. I believe they are. And there was this one case about this girl named Sheila Bryan, who was accused of killing her mom, and then convicted of it, and then later on exonerated from that conviction. God, this electric pot is so cool. Because that's the one thing I hate about filming mukbangs, is when my food gets cold. I hate cold food that's not supposed to be cold. So the fact that I can just like throw my food in here now and keep it warm. And it's freezing in my house. It's like 66 degrees right now because we're trying not to run the heater that much and just like bundle up. It was actually kind of warm outside because I just went outside to go say hi to my outdoor cat. And it's actually kind of warm, so I think when I go to the gym after this and do some errands, I'll probably wear shorts. Oh. Sheila Bryan. It was August 18th, 1996. Her and her mom were out on like a normal car drive that they always do. Apparently just like kind of go around and look around everywhere. According to Sheila, the car caught on fire. She got distracted by something on the road swerved and went down into an embankment. And she struggled to get her mom out of the car, and then the car caught on fire, and so she went to go and get help. Sorry, there was something in my eye. Hopefully I didn't mess some of the makeup. So she ran 18 feet up the embankment and got help. Coincidentally, it happened to be her, oh yeah, I'm still wearing my PJs, by the way. It happened to be her uncle or cousin, someone that was related to her. This is like a small town in Georgia. I've never heard of it, and I grew up in Georgia. It's called Omega. So, I don't know where that's at, but I'm assuming like southern Georgia, where like Macon, Georgia and all that is. Because they said that she was just like a southern loving mom. Police get there, and the mom is definitely dead. The mom was like 82 years old, and her name was Frida. And by this time too, the car is like engulfed in flames. So the cops question her. She gives that whole story about how she was driving, got distracted by something, looked up, lost control of the vehicle, went down into this embankment. Like, okay. And now usually too, you're kind of like, okay, like, dang, that sucks. You know, like, very unfortunate freak accident. Now, the thing is, there's no real damage to the car. So they're like, that's suspicious, that's weird, except for the fire that's inside of the car. So then the funeral happens and whatnot. I believe the mom is actually buried, and then an investigation takes place. The Georgia like Federal Bureau of Investigation, I think, open up an investigation because they're like, this is kind of weird, and they find out that she actually went down a little bit and then did a sharp turn and then slowly went down into the embankment. So then she's questioned again, and her story changes again. So this time her story is that, oh, actually, like, the fire started, and I tried to, like, get out of the car, and I was able to, but I wasn't able to get my mom out of the car, and then I went down the, like, embankment. And then the husband's interview too, and he's just like, basically saying like his wife is innocent, that she would never do anything like that. But then he's like, also too though, I would love for y'all to like hurry up this investigation because y'all are costing us money. Like, we're waiting on our $100,000 from the car insurance place. So cops even more like, okay, this is even more suspicious, because he's like talking about the car insurance. Now, Sheila claims she never knew about the car insurance, or that, like, she knew that they had car insurance because that's something that you have to have a car. Like, if you don't drive yet, you have to have, just so you know, you have to have car insurance to legally drive your car. Even if it's paid off, like, whatever. It's kind of like they don't tell you about how, like, if you win, like, a really nice house on a game show, or if you pay off your house, yeah, you paid off your house, but you still have to pay property taxes. So, just a heads up, you always will still have to pay something. So, she was like, okay, like, I know we have insurance, but I didn't realize we had that much insurance. And two, a few months before, the husband did up the insurance, like, claim payout. Like, for the car, in his defense, it was in the car, the house, and, like, they had, like, a lake house or something like that. So, in 1997, she is arrested for the death of her mom, because they decide to exhume exhume the body. I'm so sorry. Exhume the body, and they find out that she actually did not die from carbon monoxide poisoning. Is that the one? Whichever one like poisons you. Oh my god, I sound so dumb. I'm just watching my fish. They're like playing with each other. But she actually died like before of like a heart attack or some type of like health reason. So that's how they even, I think, like was like the nail on the head of like charging her with murder. And they also looked, and it looked like the fire started on the driver's side where her side was, and that it was actually like started like a man-made fire. It was not like some type of freak accident or whatever. That it looked like a man-made fire. And like I said too, the car had no outside damages, so they believe that she carefully drove down the embankment to like get farther down so it would be harder for people to help if, you know, once she like needed help. And that's how she was able to like try and get away with it. So the next year she was actually convicted of arson and I think like murder. She was sentenced to life plus an additional 20 years. So now this is where I think in her, because I was watching Forensic Files, like I said, I think it was her or maybe her friend or someone who was like, oh my god, thank god, like she was granted her appeal so quickly. Like she was only in there for 10 months. She was only in jail for 10 months. Keep that in mind. So I was like, that's white privilege, because if you think of other cases, it takes, like they say in the show, it takes years. Some people never even get to do their appeal, you know, before they either like end up passing away in prison or, you know, whatever. So I was like, okay, that just shows y'all's white privilege, but that's another story. So another trial happens, and this time the sister, I think it's the sister, someone in the family or like friends are like, she's innocent, and so they actually raised money to hire a private fire investigator. And now this investigator, I feel like he's very biased, because he's like, he has proven in other cases that it was truly like an accidental arson and not really actual arson or whatnot. But I don't know, just the vibes he gave in the show, I was just like, okay, dude, you seem super, super biased. But he basically said that it was not started by her, and that it was actually like an ignition failure, and that's why she couldn't take the key out when she was trying to, when it was initially going down the hill. So I think that trial took like a few days, and she was actually exonerated of her crime. And she was released from prison. It's funny because she got out and she was like, I won. And then Georgia was like, yeah, we're still gonna charge you again. So they go back in with more evidence, like try to like do another case, another trial. It actually had enough evidence to where they did do another trial. However, the evidence was just not enough. And she was deemed not guilty. There's like a lot of back and forth in this case too, because the whole claim is that her car was under the recall, but I believe her car was like made after the recall or something like that. So they were like, okay, yeah, technically like these Ford cars, yes, they do tend to like, it's a very rare thing, but it has been proven that it does happen, that they do start fires like with the ignition or whatnot. It creates like a a whole circuit that's not even supposed to be there. So there was just like a lot of back and forth. And then also to like the people that were like for trying to charge her for it, they were like, well, we investigated the ignition and it was not the cause of the fire. And then the defense was like, okay, but you never like put it in your report. And they're like, yeah, I never did, but I did do it. Because it was all kind of like just circumstantial evidence, you know? Like you can't really, if you didn't put it in the report, like how can you say that you really did it, you know? So good. So now Sheila's just living her life. She's probably in her like 60s or 70s now. Because in the show, she looked kind of old. And the show aired in like 2004 or something like that. Because I think her last trial ended in 2000. Her and her husband and her kids are just living their life. And apparently now she can finally like come to terms with her mom's death or whatnot. I was reading on Reddit, a lot of people think she did it. I don't know. Because a lot of people were saying like maybe her mom did have a heart attack in the car. And she was like, okay, like instead of like me just like, you know, instead of her just passing away, maybe we could use this instead as a way to like get insurance claims or whatnot out of it. That's the confusing part. Like the mom didn't have a will, so it's not really like Sheila would have really benefited anyway from her mom being dead. But a lot of people were saying that like the mom was like wearing diapers now and that like Sheila had to take a lot of care of her, so maybe she got tired of doing that and just wanted to like get rid of her mom. I don't know. I don't know if she is guilty or not. I mean, according to the state of Georgia, she is not guilty. So, you know, I guess we'll let her maintain her innocence. But I want y'all to comment down below what y'all think of this case. Do you think she's guilty or innocent? I really don't know. And what really intrigued me about this case is that, so I think it was Stephanie Sue's video that she posted yesterday or the day before, but it was about how a daughter killed the mom. And Stephanie brought up something that I never really thought of that way, but Stephanie was like, you know how people are getting killed and they realize they're getting killed, you know, or murdered, usually just by a stranger. But like, imagine what must be going through your head when you're being killed by like your own kid or your own parent. Like you can have like flashbacks to like memories and whatnot. So I was thinking about that. I was like, if she really did kill her mom, like imagine what her mom's feeling. Like, I birthed you, like I did everything for you and you're gonna kill me? I hope you guys enjoy this video today. It was just like a quick little mukbang moment. Yeah, I'm gonna go sit on the couch, play some Among Us, maybe film that gameplay video, edit those videos, and go to the gym, do some errands. But I will see y'all in the next video. I hope you guys enjoy this one. Comment down below, like I said, if you think she is innocent or guilty. People on Reddit really think she killed her own mom, which I don't blame them, because this, you know, whatever. But yeah, I will see y'all in the next one, And I hope y'all have a great day. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Bye.